Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast and now game 3 in the series between Inquisitive Hawk and Pornosonik here on Melting Valley. Yes, I do know and do realize that Pornosonic's name does have porno in it. I don't know what it means, and hopefully this doesn't get flagged for any inappropriate material. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the matchups. I do have to apologize for the past couple of games that I've been casting. Really haven't been feeling the energy. This time I am wearing the headphones, trying to pump myself up a little bit more. As WarCraft 3, or as in any game, when you try to cast it without a co-caster, you tend to just put forth a lot of energy and really not have time to rest. So I'm going to try to slow it up and speed things down all at the same time so that I don't miss any of the action going on here. Having an extra set of eyes to keep track of the mini-map while doing play-by-play commentary is very, very difficult. You take your eyes off the screen for just a second, you're like, wait, where'd the heroes go? I can't find them. Alright, let's take a look at the strategies coming in from so far from Hawk. Hawk is opening up with a pretty standard build, going for that Archmage once more. And Sonic opening up with a Demon Hunter this time around, getting up that Altar of Elders at a much more timely manner. We'll see perhaps a little bit more of a straightforward build as the games do get underway. We are going to see a militia now try and come around to do a little bit of scouting, and this does look like the previous matchup, I have to say. The previous matchup, but then again, there isn't that Demon Hunter, so the militia now going to be sneaking his way off here, and it looks as though, yes, there is going to be an Ancient of War creeping here as well. I believe this militia will be able to summon over a couple, nope, is actually just going to be building a scout farm, so the map is a little bit larger. Meanwhile, down over here, Archer and Ancient of War attempting to take down this set of troll trappers here, waiting for the Demon Hunter to make its way over. It looks like that will be happening here in just a moment, as the Demon Hunter going to get some early experience and a Ring of Protection +2. Meanwhile, back over here, Hawk, not too smart with his own water elemental this time around. It actually got ensnared. And if you guys don't know, anything that is ensnared will normally not be attacked if there's another target available, meaning that the water elemental did not tank as much damage as it normally does, as we are going to be seeing a Wisp perhaps make its way over. Archmage about to come back around. Both sides, they get Ring of Protections, and now the Wisp being forced to run away, or I guess float away as quickly as possible, as the Null Brood and some Null Poachers will get cleaned up here. Meanwhile, it does look like Hawk is walking around with one peasant. He did see the Altar of Elders, so most likely knows that it is going to be a standard hero, as the Tome of Intelligence has been dropped. Is Pornosonic? No, not going to get a detonation off here. Hawk does get Mana Burn, and they are going to have a bit of an engagement here. One Water Elemental going to perhaps finish off the rest of these Poachers here, as the Tome of Intelligence should be picked up by Hawk. +1 damage, an extra 15 mana, always very helpful. Demon Hunter still sitting at level 1. Now just getting in some superficial damage onto an Altar of Kings. Not quite sure what that is about there. And apparently they're talking about a different game, as this is game 3, not game 5 in the series. So apparently other people, another matchup is 2-2 in this tournament. So far, the Demon Hunter is still sitting at level 1. We are not doing a tech to tier 2. Meanwhile, off over here, Ancient of War gonna try to creep out this particular creep camp here, as the Demon Hunter perhaps should teleport back to the north if it can pick up a Staff of Teleportation. So far, the Ancient of War is there. Archers now making their way over as well. Gonna be picking up some additional heroes. Is it gonna be a Staff of Teleportation? Can I call it correctly? Apparently not. Why else would you go to the shop? Come on. Come on. Boots of Speed. Oh, just for the Boots of Speed. Alright, now getting up to level 2 already, as we saw that the level 6 unit was taken down here. Ancient of War down to 20 hit points. That is very low. Wow, double Wisp now all of a sudden. And wow, that was a very, very, very close call for Sonic there, as it looks like the Water Elementals. Oh, the Archmage may be able to steal the items. And does he steal the items? Yes, it was only a Boot of Speed and a Cloak of Shadows. Not really all too helpful there, as Sonic will most likely end up losing a Troll Shadow Priest. Troll Shadow Priest now off to the top. and it looks like the Ancient of War was taken down. There is another mana burn there. Archers are going to come down, and Hawk getting a perfect creep jack here, and now dealing a lot of damage. The Demon Hunter perhaps going to try to take down some of these other units. Another footman does go down. The Troll Berserker is in a little bit of trouble, and so far Hawk has yet to tech any sort of defend, as the Demon Hunter is going to be able to slip and catch up to that footman. The footman, oh, getting some really beautiful pathing in, but the Demon Hunter should be able to catch up, get off 2 more slices, and that should be enough. Down to 19 hit points. There it goes. All right, footmen are here. Demon Hunter now coming back up to the north. Archmage now trying to come back around the corner. We are about even on experience. Demon Hunter slightly ahead. Only needs 1 more kill to get to level 3. We are teching the tier 2 by Hawk, though. Meanwhile, Pornosonic is actually a little bit behind in terms of his tech, so that will be a slight disadvantage for him. All right, coming off over here, Archmage, maybe, is he trying to actually pick up a Tavern Hero? That would be a very, very interesting strategy, to pick up a Tavern Hero here and then perhaps use the Fire Lord for some early pressure. No, it is going to be a Naga Sea Witch, and it looks like Hawk is going to be able to get off a couple free archers. Not going to be able to meld in time, and oh, we may have a detonation. Yes, we do. And the Naga Sea Witch is now losing a little bit of mana. Same with that Archmage, as the Archmage wants to drop in some Water Elementals. Demon Hunter has no real way of pushing into the main base here. We are transitioning into Riflemen, as Hawk is going into the long-range rifles there. Naga Sea Witch and Archmage is in position, and how much damage can these guys do? Oh, all 3 too close together, as a quick detonation on the Naga Sea Witch there. Trying to go after the Moonwells before the Moonwells can be utilized, and as these Moonwells get taken down, that means that the fight is no longer to be nearly as advantageous or home field advantage for Sonic. It looks like the Moonwell is already down to 100 some odd hit points. It looks like that will get taken down here in just a moment. Demon Hunter not benefiting at all. Naga Sea Witch getting mana burned there. Trying to use that cold arrow, but the mana burn should be following in once more. Nope. There is going to be a shadow meld here. So a shadow meld, as the Demon Hunter now taking a little bit more cold arrows to the back. Poor Troll Berserker will get taken down. The cold arrows making that Troll Berserker move very slowly. 1 more shot should do it. There it goes. And now we are sitting at level 2, level 1 against a level 3 Demon Hunter. And that level 3 Demon Hunter with the Boots of Speed and Ring of Protection needs to do more. Archmage and Naga Sea Witch of the Demon Hunter. Pornosonic getting his own Naga Sea Witch. So it is going to be pressuring on both sides. Naga Sea Witch does not have Boots of Speed, though. But that Naga Sea Witch does have mana, which is always very helpful. Alright, Hawk is in a bit of trouble, getting slashed away by that one Archmage. How much damage can he absorb without getting destroyed? Hawk now down to, 72 hit points, and now using a Scroll of Town Portal. Will it be enough? And it is in time to go back home. Arcane Vault has been built. Healing Scroll. Clarity Potions now being utilized. Naga Sea Witch not getting the benefit of a Clarity Potion for some strange reason. Only that Archmage. Both of those heroes definitely need a lot of mana. They are both very mana intensive, as we're going to see a little bit more creeping now come in. Ice Troll Warlord now looking to come in as well. The Footmen still don't have Defend. A bit surprised here, as perhaps Hawk doesn't like Defend. Riflemen are going to be a strong counter to those Dryads, though, if Dryads do make their way out. Low hit point Footmen quickly getting focused down. It looks like one Footman may get taken down. No, the inclusion of a new unit by a Priest, causing them to retarget and refocus, as there is now one Priest, a couple Riflemen, and it looks like these Troll Trappers will get taken down here in just a second. Mana burn once more. Sorceress are now out. Militia now being called over, as the Archmage makes its way off to the top. Naga Sea Witch, oh, getting off some nice cold shots here. We do have a potion of greater healing on that Naga Sea Witch, as well as the Naga Sea Witches are backing off. Pornosonic is actually looking to be a little bit behind level 2 on the Naga Sea Witch, and if he's actually able to creep this out and perhaps get some better items, this may work out very well for him, as the Archmage needs to drop another Water Elemental. No, probably going to get mana burn here. No, on a Sorceress instead. Naga Sea Witch, is it trying to steal some experience? Yes, it is. Not going to be able to do so, even though this fighting in between two armies. Another mana burn there. Archmage could drop another Water Elemental here in just a second. but there's a lot of ensnare across multiple units. You can see a Dryad now getting ensnared, trying to do a little bit of a dance here. Both sides going back and forth. Ogre Magi will get taken down. Claws of Attack +9. A nice pickup for a Naga Sea Witch. A very, very effective range damage now as a slow and cold arrowed Demon Hunter trying to escape. Tome of Intelligence +2. It's going to go on the Naga, which is the primary intelligence attribute. Very nice there. We'll see where she goes off to in just a moment, as we are still seeing a little bit more catching in transit by Pornosonic. Hawk now gonna turn around, try to regroup his army. Both sides still running off of one base. Hawk is only running off of one Arcane Sanctum and one Barracks, but he still has a very decent sized army, sitting at 50 over 50. Meanwhile, Sonic is sitting at 34 over 40. Going into Tree of Eternity, perhaps going to try to transition into Mass Bears. Riflemen are upgraded 2-0. Naga Sea Witch with +9 attack and the Boot of Speed. Archmage, a very, very fast unit, as well as Hawk is just doing a much better job of creeping. Sorceresses are out on the field. And it looks like the Ogre Magi, Ring of Regeneration on the Naga Sea Witch, meaning that it will be able to regenerate very quickly. For the time that it does have, it quickly sells the item instead. And now going to pick up another Tome of Intelligence. Scroll of Healing on both of these units here. The Archmage and the Naga both have Scrolls of Healing. And that's going to be a lot of damage mitigation. I don't believe Sonic is going to have enough. You can see that there are 2 bears already out trying to get mastery training. But will those bears be out in time? There are Dryads here, but now in comes a serious attack. Rifleman getting off some attacks here. The Naga Sea Witch going to get in some slow shots as well. Demon Hunter now down to 300 some odd hit points. Is it going to be able to escape? Slow has dissipated, and now all that can really happen is the Archmage can try to put pressure inside the base. Pornosonic may end up losing up another Moonwell. And no real home field advantage, as we now see the Demon Hunter with Rejuvenation. Very difficult to take down, especially with that base 6 armor. Naga Sea Witch looking to back away. Archmage now getting mana burn once more. The Naga Sea Witch is the one with the serious mana threat, not attacking with that cold arrow as of yet. And down goes another Moonwell. There is one Ancient Protector, another Rejuvenation coming as well. Ancient of Wonders may get taken down as another mana burn onto the Archmage. It's not doing very much damage, if anything, as the Militia are getting pushed back here, perhaps wanting to set up some towering, unable to. So far, a new bear, or another Druid of the Claw, finally out, gets off a Rejuvenation, as it looks like the Ancient of Protector may get taken down here. Archmage and Naga Sea Witch, both sides fighting it up. Bears now putting pressure onto these Riflemen. There is another Fork Lightning there. The Bears now going after those Riflemen and doing a lot of damage pretty easily. Sorceress need to cast slow on it and in a hurry, as we see that the Ancient of Protector once again repaired back up to full. Another mana burn onto that Archmage. Archmage pretty much unable to get any water elementals onto the field, as we still see an exchange of damage. Wisp being forced to repair here. Alright, it looks like that one priest taking a lot more damage than it should. It is unarmored, and wow, gets taken down. Another priest gets taken down. Hawk not going to be able to really heal up all of his units, as the Wisp are now detonating across the board. Back in the other base, not much is happening. There is some Dryads coming in. The Naga Sea Witch still sitting at level 1. Unable to get to level 2, and so far Pornosonic doesn't have an answer here. We are sitting at 40-40 supply compared to 58 over 60 supply. That is a huge discrepancy in supply, as Sonic is now supply blocked at 39 over 30. Ancient of Lore about to fall here. Naga Sea Witch wants to engage, doesn't know quite how to do it. The Bears are going to now pressure in here, and there is an attack there. One low hit point Rifleman, some low hit point Bears, and now Water Elemental is just getting abolished magic to death. Archmage may perhaps take down another bear here, as we are now seeing it up at level 4. Another mana burn comes in. Rifleman able to pick off some of those units very quickly, as the Bears and now trying to finish off Rifleman, but Scrolls of Healing from the Archmage and the Naga Sea Witch, keeping many of the units alive still. Spellbreaker now getting in some feedback damage. Spellbreakers have to be very careful. Dryad still with that slow poison, dealing damage and slowing down the units here, as the Archmage seeing that level 4 with level 2 Brilliance Aura. now really helping out and keeping the sorceresses, priests, spellbreakers, and Naga Sea Witch full on mana. Alright, mana burn now in the back of the Archmage. It looks like the Demon Hunter is going to try to engage here. Pornosonic perhaps going over his head how he lost this particular game. Oh, a nice Staff of Preservation to save the bear, as the bear is now going to regroup off over here. This bear needs a rejuvenation, and in a hurry. So far, Pornosonic now going to be picking up some additional mercenaries. This is a very impressive army. Nope, it's not. Yeah, Pornosonic picking up mercenaries, but we still see a more impressive army coming in from Hawk, and the bear very low on hit points, unable to rejuvenate at this point since it is low on mana. 82 mana, both sides still continuing to fight. They need to engage as a whole, as an army. That is not happening so far, as the units are off over here creeping instead. Not a safe or smart call at all by Pornosonic, as it looks like this bear will get taken down in just a second. No, backing off once more. Here we go. Dryads now getting focused out, and I think it is a foregone conclusion now that Pornosonic will end up losing the game, giving Hawk a 2-to-1 advantage in this series. Demon Hunter finally goes down. There is the GG. So Hawk taking Game 3. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed Game 3. Stay tuned for Game 4.